Hi, my name is Mario Mitchell, and I am introducing to you Faces of Local. The concept behind this is to sit down and allow me to interview some of the most dynamic people in our industry. Dig deep with them, share their stories, and most importantly, share their stories with you. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
What led you into the real estate world, and what moment made you realize you wanted to coach others, not just sell homes?
So for me, getting into real estate, I really wanted a lot of flexibility and freedom. It's the thing that everybody wants. I want to be my own boss. I want to have the flexibility. I want to have my own schedule. I was a single mom at the time. And I was living at my parents' house, and in the back of as a parent, in the back of your head, it's like, you need to do something. You need to have a career, not just a job. It needs to be something that you can really take and invest years into. And I just kept looking at Ava and was like, what am I gonna do for you? Because it wasn't about me, it was her. And real estate came up, my sister was in it, so I asked a whole bunch of questions. I lost a job, and I was like, that's it. I'm tired of going down the same road. I get a job, I lose it, or I'm unhappy, I leave. And so it was just a lot of just a reflection moment. I just dove in. I spent the last $425 I had to my name. I got into school. 14 weeks later, I took my test. I passed. I got everything done. I got into real estate, and I was new, and I just kind of was sitting there like, well, now what? How do I do this? Because that's what they don't teach you in school, is how to actually do the real estate job the way that you should do it. You see people doing it, but how did they get there? What did they do? And so I had a lot of new agents coming in, because I came in during that COVID timeframe, 2020, when a lot of people were getting their license, but a lot of brokerages didn't offer training because they didn't have a lot of people in the office, just with the COVID times with the masks and 6 feet away. And so I just really took that on and then said, well, no one else is going to do it. Well, let's just go and let's just do it. So I had all these new other agents calling me and following me and asking me questions on how to do it. And I was learning a lot right along with them, asking somebody else questions, coming back and just building a little community already with new agents to really help them. But it was helping me essentially learn the business and learn how to do things. I love teaching, and in order for me to learn and grow, it really helped for me to teach other agents. But for me, it really was just, I saw agents felt lost. They would come in, and a lot of times I would bring them in. I was recruiting, so I'd bring them in, and then they just stood there. And agents were moving around them, but they just felt like, well, why am I not moving? Why is it not working for me? What's going on? And those are the ones that I like to sit down with and really help figure out how should you lead generate? How should you follow up with people? What's going to work for you? Because what works for you doesn't work for other people. And what works for other people doesn't always work for you. We're all different, and our businesses are different.
Now, real estate agents can be a tough crowd. What helped you gain their trust and credibility early on?
For me, it was just showing up and being there for them, not asking for anything in exchange. It was just showing my value, showing that I'm available. You can call me for questions. It doesn't matter what the question is, just call me. Because they have questions. I have questions. We all have questions. And so again, I don't want them to feel lost, dazed, and confused. I want them to feel like they have a safe person that they could come to and learn. Because a lot of times people, when you don't know something, we're scared to ask. In my experience, sometimes I'm scared to ask because I don't know how it's going to be reciprocated. So I want them to understand safe space, safe person. Ask me all the questions. There's no stupid question. If you don't understand it, then you need to understand it, especially in what we do. There's a lot of legality with what we do, and you don't want to land yourself in trouble. So the compliance piece is super important. I think getting into real estate has actually matured me because of the things that we have to go through. We're helping somebody with the most expensive financial thing that they're going to go through. And so you have to have a really good head on your shoulders and professional way to go about that. I had to learn real quick that spicy Daniella was not always going to work. That's not how we have to run things. And so I really had to reflect on myself and look at myself internally and say, okay, well, I have to change to better my clients and to better service my agents.
If you could speak to the younger version of yourself, the one just starting out, just opening her wings, what would you tell her?
Give it your all. Show up. Get ready every day and just show up. That little girl inside of me is so happy for the adult me. It really is. I feel like because I had the support and I had my faith and I was able to believe in myself, that's what brought me to today. It's having the faith and the belief to show up and to do it even when I didn't want to, and to move forward and all the things that I dreamed about as a child and that I've wanted and that I was so close to getting, but I just didn't get there yet. And I finally made it happen. And it was just a very full circle moment. And so I get to look at myself, and I get to look and see all the amazing things that have happened, and that I know more amazing things are going to happen.